A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Whittingham pregame. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Quick give. It's Marshall. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Underwood to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Trying to move them on the counter. Driven back. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. They started in a great spot, but now facing a 3rd and 4. Running the red zone. It's Fletcher. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Here's Mensa to throw. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Hits inside. It's Marshall. Taken down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's going to take off. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Wide receiver going in motion. Drops back. It's Underwood. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he avoids the sack.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Underwood finds a spot in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Drops back on 1st down. Look out! Finds his tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Throwing, Underwood. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Mensah. Quick catch. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Working that left side. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Canes will hustle to the line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
2nd down to the air. Holds on, it's Brown. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He's going for the big play. And the timing just a hair off.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. The 10. All the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Mensah. Out wide right, it's Fletcher. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd and long here. He's looking to throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. He's looking deep. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to...
It's a running room. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Straight ahead, it's Fletcher. Breaks into the open. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Caught. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Release to the back. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They're all over him. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. Ripping through the defense. There he goes. Inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Underwood to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Under pressure, and down he goes. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the USC Trojans and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Ducks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. From deep, it's Barber. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Using his legs, it's Jordan. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Left side, it's Bowman. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Going to the run, it's Jordan. And he's in! Touchdown, Trojans!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dante Moore. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Right side, it's Hooks. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Barber. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Mayava. Swats it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think just...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback changing the play. Snapped on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what...
He lets one fly deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Rush right in his face. Out wide left, it's Bear. And he scores! Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the return, it's Barber. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This should be the last play of the quarter. Complete to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the ground with the counter. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Unloads it left. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Brown wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Cobb. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's Underwood. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. They'll run it. It's Marshall. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Brown will throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to...
Snags it, and there's running room. The 50. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
And I think sometimes as a quarterback, you press a little bit after a first down loss and you get backed up and you feel like you have to force the football. I love the patience right there. He made the right decision, checked it down, and how nice is it to have a guy that can do that? After he catches it, so many yards he can chew up really quickly and make a big play.
RPO complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to get the corner. Quick toss. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Needs it here on fourth down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Stepping to the right. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from us.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fires on the move. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Brown wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Auburn lines up quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The run inside. It's Cobb. Got the first down. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush is on. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Wants to go up top on second down. Right side, it's Nimrod. Into the end zone. Touchdown.
Damn, dude, you fucking suck.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Underwood. Look out. And it's a sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
To the air, it's Underwood. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Underwood in the gun on third down. On the move. Fires to the middle. And they fail to hook up on third down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. Third down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick six.
They boot it away. Trying to take it back. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Auburn to the line in a hurry. From the red zone, it's Cobb. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Brown will throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Looking for the goal line.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Wow, look at this. You could take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. On the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. Turns it upfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They go play action. Bryce Underwood rolls right. Unloads to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Fires to the middle. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. Finally brought down.
Andy, you suck.
Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Underwood on the play action. Moves to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
He's got it. It's a catch along the sideline. Didn't need much, but got enough. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line.
A shot toward the end zone. Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Quarterback keeps it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Brown wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Nimrod. Finds some room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers.
Let's run a different play on defense.
From the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Sends it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Finds his man.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Play action with Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Escapes the pressure to his right. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
This is what's so hard as a defense, trying to stop this dual-threat quarterback, because on the previous play, he hurt you with his arm, and then on this one, he hurts you with his feet. They're going to have to do a better job of getting pressure on him, making him get rid of the football or go down with it, because his speed and his arm talent right now is a problem.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Second down, going to throw it. Buying time to his right. Finds his back in the middle. Might have a chance. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in, I'm playing the pass.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying